Well, good afternoon again, everyone. How can everybody hear okay back there? It's all good. Okay, so yes, you guys are a really good crowd. You've quieted down without me having to yell. So let's start. So again, I'll start off by just welcoming everybody. My name is Chris Burrito, for those who don't know me, and I'm proud to say that I'm one of Kelsey's uncles. She has a few here today. Um, so when I was thinking about this is something I never really imagined having to do, but yet here we are. And we are here today because Kelsey was such an amazing woman. So we've come together today as friends, family. We come together to celebrate that beautiful life that she had. Beautiful life that was but far too brief. When we look around, we see all of it, everyone here. She's touched our life or your life in one way or another. Family, friends, co-workers, I'll say others as well. And I want to just add that Bradley and Aspen, Rhett, Kelsey's family, Brad's family, they are deeply touched by your presence here today. They're so thankful and in awe of the support that you have given them over the last several months. The meals, cards, flowers, phone calls, prayers, text messages, monetary donations. I think especially the love when love was needed, hugs when hugs were needed, space when space was needed, and an ear when an ear was needed. So again, even though we're here to celebrate Kelsey's life, there's going to be tears. That's okay. It's okay. Tears are good. Not only do they reveal our human compassion and love, but as somebody once said, that tears are words that the heart can express. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be laughter today, and that's good. Laughter is a good thing. Friedrich Nietzsche noted that human suffering is so deep that laughter was invented to cope with it. I think Kelsey had a pretty good sense of humor too. So each of us held a place in Kelsey's world, and today all those worlds are going to come together through love, through words, through song. At the end of our time together, we will better understand how each of us fit into her life. As we share the memories and laughter and stories and songs and tears, we will come to know Kelsey in a deeper and more meaningful way. As Kelsey lived her life, she likely didn't realize that she was writing a story. And it's only now that we can begin to read the beautiful story of her life. And I am so thankful that we will be able to carry with us for the rest of our lives memories of a beautiful soul, a friend with compassion, a precious mother, committed partner, a sister full of grace, a daughter who made her parents proud, a loving auntie, or Uncle Kelsey, as Kellen used to call her, a beloved granddaughter, caring niece, and the most amazing cousin, and a loyal friend. So we will leave here today richer than we ever could have imagined, grateful not only to have known Kelsey McBain's story, but to have been part of it. I just wanted to say a couple words, actually. For those of you that are coming up today, just a warning, this thing is in the way, if you're reading your notes. But I want to share one memory. One time, Laurie and John, they asked Suzanne and I to babysit the girls. And when they arrived at their house, Kelsey was crying and screaming. She loved camping in her later years, but my friends that day, she was no happy camper. In fact, I think Laurie and John just kind of dropped them off at the door and said, "See you later." Suzanne and I did our best trying to calm her down, but she wasn't having any of it. Finally, I decided to get tough. Well, there was a struggle, there was groaning, there was crying, there was screaming. Tears were really flowing. And finally, Suzanne said, "Quit your groaning and crying already, Chris. Get out of the way, I'll handle this." What a tough little independent person she was. That moment in time told me that Kelsey was going to be all right in this world, and she was. But like all of us, she lived a life full of blessings. She also faced some tough moments along the way, but she showed great strength and determination with faith when faced with adversity. A mixture of Finnish sisu and Scottish grit for sure. And these experiences helped mold her into the beautiful, strong, confident woman she was. So I'm going to ask Matt, Kelsey's brother, is going to come up and share with us.
Hey everybody. I just want to start by thanking everybody for being here today, first and foremost. My initial plan was to do the toast to the bride for Kelsey that I never got to do, but given the circumstances there and how Maddie's toast turned into the roast of growing another, I kind of figured I'd tone it down for this one. So I wrote a poem instead. The trees in the river prove the best listener to all these warm thoughts of my sweet sister. A gentle calm quiet, waiting on the whisper, just time to sit and think how goodness I've missed it. That silence is broken and an eagle lands near, that strong proud spirit is Kelsey that's clear. She sits with me briefly, though enough, or long enough to say, use this grief as motivation to come with you each day. So as you watch from above, your place in the sky, how quickly it seems each day passes us by. I hope you'll take solace and easy you'll rest, knowing all of us down here are doing our very best. To spread your kind spirit, perseverance, and honor to your nieces and nephews, your son and your daughter. How could you be forgotten when so clearly you're still here with us, asking us no giggle or sass and red sauce? So no Kelsey. Sorry, Kelsey. So even in your absence, your memory will remain, because even in your absence, we still speak your daily, you speak your name. We love you, Kelsey.
Beautiful, man. Brody and Matt and Brody are going to come up now. Just kind of.
I wanted to start by saying there are some cards on the table that say share a memory. If you want to share a memory on those, you can just put it in the card box by the door after, or you can send them directly to me online or whatever, because I'm going to make a little memory box for the kids. I also wanted to say thank you to everyone for coming to celebrate my sister Kelsey's beautiful life. On behalf of our families, the McBains, Maynards, Millers, Busatellos, Bruces, and Stankeys, I wanted to express our heartfelt gratitude for the love, compassion, and support you've shown us over the last 4 months. We're grateful to be surrounded by such kindness, whether it's a phone call, a message, a meal, or simply showing up when we needed you the most. Every act of kindness and support has meant more than words can express. We will never forget the generosity and care that has been shown to our family from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. I can't stand up here and pretend like I have the words to explain the twin bond or what our sisterhood meant to me. Not many people get to experience love like that, someone you've known since before your life even began. It's not something easy to describe. You become so effortlessly in sync. We often joked about twin telepathy, and many times throughout our lives experienced what felt like proof that our minds worked as one. Now more than ever, I wish I could have that telepathy back, or even just hear your voice one more time. Kelsey, you were my rock. We shared every first together. Nothing ever felt quite as scary because I always had you beside me. Now I'm facing a future filled with firsts that I never imagined having to face alone. And I miss you more than words can say. I truly feel like I lost half of myself and I'll never be the same. I miss you, I love you, and I hope you're resting peacefully.
Lori. Ask Kate. Kelsey's cousin.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie, or Kat Ellen, as Kelsey would call me. First things to me, or just really lovingly shout for me. I'm one of Kelsey's cousins on her McBain side of the family, and I'll be sharing on behalf of us today. To celebrate Kelsey today, we just wanted to talk to her like we have a million times over. So, Kellyanne, to say we missed you is a complete understatement. There are no words for this loss. Today, though, we are focusing on celebrating you and the life you lived and shared with us. We were really lucky. All of our childhoods were immersed in one another's. We've all shared so many moments that have ultimately become beautiful memories. One of the greatest things about having cousins is that we've known each other our whole lives, so we've gotten to watch each other grow. We are each reminiscing on different moments with you. We're reminiscing on babysitting you and trying to get you to sleep in your bucket seat, tracing your forehead until you did. We were reminiscing on all the fun memories of camping with you, your little bangs and rubber boots, buckets full of frog friends, butterfly nets, fireflies, and traumatic tube rides. We were reminiscing on how you always made your own decisions and how you would glow when you did, like when you first dyed your hair dark, or when you started junior high in bloom, when you got your Sunshine Cali Pup or your own first home, or all the leadership roles you would apply for, qualified or not, and get them. We looked at you as someone who knew more than we ever would, because you had that C-suit, you had cuts, Kels. We're reminiscing on worlds of imagination among Coronation Street, fort building, frog catching, gift giving, magic under the slide, first go to choir visits. Phone calls every Christmas morning, up for anything, uncontrollable laughter, and some water polo and all blue. Stolen barware and IDs, all night long dance parties, dangerous beer darts, calm, chaos, and I do it again, bad vibes. Summer's microphone madness, razzing Johnny Boy XO, and I love you, drive safe. We're reminiscing on having you as an older cousin. We looked up to you. To us, you were the definition of cool. There were so many perks to having you as an older cousin. We got to hang out with our favorite babysitter, go to school in name brand clothing, and name brand hand-me-downs, and we always had someone looking out for us. You were the one, without hesitation, who would do the high school LCBO runs. You didn't care Uncle Jamie would freak every time. You were bold and so real. You were someone we could always count on to make our day better. Even when we'd go out with our own friends, we'd end up partying with you. You were just so fun. We know you were always trying to protect our hearts because you cared so much for us. You are our built-in best friend. We're reminiscing on your most beautiful chapter yet. It was no surprise to us that you would thrive as a mother. We had already gotten to watch you become an auntie and pour immense love into your nieces and nephew. Watching you become a mom was everything, something you dreamed of and excelled at. You shared your motherhood journey and offered advice without judgment. In moments of our own meltdowns over sleepless nights or dairy allergies, you were able to talk us off the ledge. You approached it all with a sense of humor and a lightheartedness. You were a really wonderful mom, Kels. We are reminiscing on all the amazing qualities of you. I know they will be the common themes of today. Your fearless leadership, your quick-witted humor, your fierce, adventurous spirit, and your loving heart. You made people feel both welcome and included by just being yourself. You were the true head of all of the good times, and there was never a dull moment with you. We have all these beautiful memories, but what we think we will miss the most is the feeling of being with you. It's hard to put that feeling into words, but we think it would best be described as the feeling of home. You were the feeling of home to us, Kels. You were the comfortable chatter over coffee and the endless laughter around the fire. You were the nostalgic warmth of our childhood and the easy silliness of our most recent memories. You were a protector, a confidant, and a safe space. You made us feel celebrated for who we are. We are so infinitely proud to have you as a cousin and friend. Thank you for all the joy, laughter, and fun you brought into our lives. We will talk about you often. Your spirit and love remain with us. We hold tight to all the beautiful memories you've shared, and we're endlessly grateful for you. We will miss you forever and love you always.
Ask Monica to come on. Monica is another cousin.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for all being here today as we celebrate the life of our beautiful Kelly, or Kellyanne, as some may know her. For those who may not know me, I'm Monica, one of Kelsey's beloved cousins. I stand here today on behalf of the Usatella side of Kelsey's family, but it goes without saying how blended our families became during our younger years and as the years carried on. Luckily, we grew up in a family where cousins weren't just relatives. They were our first friends, built-in siblings, and the ones who made everything special. Being just 1 year younger than the twins, you can imagine how much I looked up to Kelsey and Addie. It's hard to find the words to describe someone who meant so much to so many people. It's even harder when that person was taken from us far too soon. At just 30 years old, with her 31st birthday quickly approaching, Kelsey's passing has left an unimaginable void in the hearts of her family, her friends, and everyone whose lives she's touched. For those of us who grew up alongside Kelsey, she wasn't just a cousin. She was part of the fabric of our family. She was there for the holidays, the family gatherings, the celebrations, the adventures, often to be the boss or the coordinator of the group. The laughter and even the occasional family chaos. She was woven into so many of our memories that it's difficult to imagine those memories without her. Kelsey had a bold personality that could never be ignored. She had a way of walking into a room and making her presence known. She was strong-willed, outspoken, hilarious, and authentic. She was unapologetically herself, and that's one of the many reasons we loved her. Her huge caring heart showed in the most important ways. Family was at the center of Kelsey's life. She was blessed to be part of a large, close-knit family, and she loved them deeply. Whether you were a sibling, cousin, aunt, uncle, grandparent, or friend who became family, Kelsey had her way of making connections that lasted a lifetime. I mean, just look around the room. It speaks for itself. As cousins, we shared countless memories together. Camping, fishing, floor bed sleepovers, making music videos to our favorite songs. Some examples may include Anything by JoJo, The Hamster Dance, or Go Tell It on the Mountain. We remember buckets of frogs, frog funerals, tents full of dragonflies and butterflies, making the youngest cousin swallow whatever Kelsey had in mind. An example may include an apple and a bow and arrow. Sing-alongs on the way to church Christmas Eve, you name it. There are so many stories, so many moments, and so many laughs that could be shared today. From childhood through adulthood, we watched one another grow, build families of our own, and create new memories while holding on to the bonds that began years ago. One thing that united us all was seeing the incredible mother Kelsey became. Aspen was the light of her life, and with sweet baby Red on the way, she was so excited to dive into her new adventure as a mama of two. She loved them fiercely, protected them, and was endlessly proud of them. Being a mother wasn't just something she did, it was who she was. It was one of the many ways she showed her strength, her love, and her dedication. Watching the new generation cousin crew brings on so many memories of all of us and our childhood. I'll forever cherish those years we had, not only as children, but as mothers as well. I looked up to her greatly as a mother, and I will hold on to those memories. As we gather here today, we are reminded of how fortunate we were to have had Kelsey in our lives. We are reminded that while time can be far too short, love leaves a lasting imprint. The memories we shared with her, the lessons she taught us, the laughter she brought us, and the love she gave us so freely will remain with us forever. Today, we mourn the loss of a daughter, a mother, a sister, a cousin, a niece, and a friend. But we also celebrate a life that mattered, a life that brought joy, laughter, and love into the world, a life that touched each of us in ways both big and small. Kelsey was Sisu strong, and I don't know if this will ever feel right. Though our family will never quite be the same without her, Kelsey's spirit lives on in her children, in the stories we tell, in the memories we share, and the love that continues to connect us all. We will never not see a frog, butterfly, or dragonfly and not think of her. Kelsey, you were loved more than words can express, and you will be missed more than words can say. Thank you for the memories, the laughter, and love. You will always be a part of this family, and you'll never be forgotten. I could talk on for hours, if not days, about you, but this speech would never have touched what we all needed to say. We miss you. The cousins table will never quite be the same without you, Kelsey, but every time we gather, tell stories or laugh too loudly and make new memories with our children, a part of you will be there with us. Rest easy, Kels. We hope you and Gramps are up there, hand in hand, doing the polka once again. From my family to you, we thank you for being here today. We love you, Kelsey.
One of Kelsey's favorite songs was One Man Band. So I'm going to ask Linda Lex to come and sing it for us.
After listening to the stories that people have come up and said, this song actually makes a lot of sense because it just sounds like Kelsey just really took life by the horns and embraced it and loved it and took every, made every moment count. So I think this is a really appropriate song. You can see why she loved it.
Been lights all over so long, nobody's singing a harmony. Up there just me and my shadow, the bass, the guitar, tambourine, dancing like a melody. You were singing in the same key as me. You had them dancing in the streets. I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a rock star, no. Miles on a run down there. Maybe we can take the road to one road. I'll lay down the beat, carry the tune. We'll get tattoos and we'll trash hotel rooms. Baby, take my hand. 'Cause I don't wanna be a one-man band. I wanna run down in wild dreams. I wanna chase every high with you. Count every rip in these old jeans. We'll never learn how to sing blues. If I'm gonna be famous, girl, I wanna be famous with you. We got our own little group. I don't wanna be a one-man girl. I don't wanna be a rock star, Lord, put miles on the run down there. Maybe we can take a road to one road. I'll lay down the beat, carry the tune. We'll get tattoos and we'll crash hotel rooms. Baby, take my hand. I don't wanna be a one-man band. When the sunlight goes down, curtains come down, chairs all are stacked and there's no one around. Nobody's paying, we'll still be playing. I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a road star, Lord, put miles on the run down there. Maybe we can take a road to one road. I'll lay down the beat, carry the tune. We'll get tattoos and we'll trash hotel rooms. Baby, take my hand. I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a one-man band.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah, do you see how the story is unfolding? We've heard from family, and I'm gonna ask Kendall to come up. It's one of Kelsey's friends, I think. There she is. To continue on with the rest of more stories of Kelsey, who she was.
Hi everyone, my name is Kendall. I feel very honored to be asked to prepare a short speech today, but also completely heartbroken as I'm here to talk about the amazing person and friend Kelsey was. Trying to put Kelsey's love and bright light into words has been something very difficult because it was one of a kind. I was lucky enough to have had Kelsey in my life as one of my best friends since I had met her when I was in grade 8. I went on a tour of Churchill High School on a whim looking for a change, and that day I met Kelsey. After getting to know her for a total of 10 minutes, she said, "Please come, it'll be so much fun, I got you," and gave me her number. From that day on, she truly was there for me for some of my darkest and most amazing times of my life. This is a prime example of who Kelsey was as a person. She made everyone in the room feel included and valued. I think I speak for a lot of Kelsey's friends and myself when I say the impact that she had on his life was not faint. She taught me what it was like to be seen as a person on a deeper level. She was always there to listen and offer advice with zero judgment and always made me feel included. She was the life of the party, and she was always down to have a good time and brighten your day. She loved to plan and celebrate everyone in her life. Kelsey celebrated me and my girls harder than anyone. For example, she was happy to spend her nights planning my daughter's first birthday, doing her meeting march, and helping me make choices right down to which name I should name both of our daughters. She loved and supported me and my girls endlessly, and I will miss her for both myself and them because that's a love I wish they were able to experience as I did. Beyond all things, Kelsey was to many people and what she accomplished in life, she was a mother, and the best one at that. Her love and devotion towards Aspen was endless, and it showed in every part of her life. I looked up to her strength, patience, and warmth she always carried throughout her. She always had the best advice throughout our postpartum journey together. The impact Kelsey has on everyone's heart is immeasurable, and she was beyond excited to be having her soon-to-be son back and growing their family. A short quote that has stuck with me since Kelsey's passing. I still have things I want to tell you. Small things, something that happened today. A joke you would have liked, and then I remembered an ending that no one would have guessed. Just time moving forward, and you taking you with it. Somehow the world keeps going, just as it's supposed to. Some days, most days, mine still stops with you, and every day since has just been everything after you. My days and nights are dinner and lonelier without having you to talk about our smallest daily events and our late night conversations about life and most recently raising our babies. Thank you for always being a listening ear and my biggest supporter through it all. You are always there for me no matter what time of day. You made time to listen, and I'm forever grateful and miss you endlessly. You have touched so many people's lives, and we'll never be the same without your love and sunshine. I love you, Kels.
I'll ask Colleen and Ange. You're waiting.
Good morning, I'm Colleen. My husband Mike and I are Bradley and Kelsey's neighbors up in Latin. In the grand scheme of things, I didn't know Kelsey for long, not long enough anyways. But as we all know, she had a way of making me feel like you know her forever. Kelsey and Bradley often joked Mike and I were like their laughing mom and dad, as far as slight age gap. So naturally, after leaving Lappy, I figured I could teach her a thing or two, like gardening, house reno's, their trim never looked better. Bradley's not here to agree with that. Or how to use a rivet gun to replace an AC shroud on my motorhome, better known as Jitty. After which, nothing to say. The race cars may have ended up with a few extra rivets that season for good luck. We figured it didn't hurt. Kelsey tried to teach me things too, like how to use Snapchat, how to make TikToks, and how to make espresso martinis with her fancy gadgets. Didn't really work either. We shared a lot of laughs and had a lot of fun with our families and friends over the last few years. Looking back, I realized the things she really taught me are the things I admired most about her. She was a great friend and an amazing mother. She made time for everyone, especially children. It didn't matter where she was. If there were kids around, we could guarantee one of them would be hanging off of her. She never hesitated to stop what she was doing and to listen to a story or to go for a walk with one of them. The same was true for the people she loved. Whether she was talking about family or friends, you could hear how much they meant to her. She spoke about everyone with such pride. She also had a knack for finding humor in any situation, especially if one of the guys, usually Bradley, was involved. But in all seriousness, we miss her terribly. But spending time with Bradley and those kids, and you'll see she's still here with us. You can see her in Aspen when she turns her head back and laughs. Her when they're holding around. The presence is undeniable. Pieces of her remind us of just how lucky we were to have known her and loved her. We will be sure to share the memories we have of her with them. On behalf of Kelsey's friends and family in Lackey, I'd like to share the following message. Kelsey's loss has been felt throughout our entire community. Our hearts ache for the families of babies and brothers. We are here to stand beside you, surround you with love, and offer whatever support you need so you'll never walk this journey alone. The time we had with Kelsey was far too short, but the impact she had on all of us will last forever. Cheers.
To ask Allie to come up, another friend of Kelsey's.
So hi everyone, my name is Allie, and I was lucky enough to know Kelsey for almost 20 years. I was trying to figure out exactly how this friendship started, but all I could come up with is that somewhere around 2007, I found myself liking to think about Rebecca to meet up with her and buy some Jones soda. Kelsey was the coolest person I've ever met. I don't know whether it was her sense of humor, her line-green bedroom, that chalkboard wall, a fancy Mac computer, or if it was because I was a sheltered homeschooler from rural. But even at that age, she had a gravitational energy that was just so fun to be around. So the majority of our memories come from high school or very shortly after, so for both our sake, I'll leave most of those there. But you could picture us showing up in cheesy matching shirts, just to let everyone know that we're together in this big town, and that we're obviously super cool. But Kelsey's true character and best qualities have always been there from the start. She has always been hilarious, hardworking, and genuinely friendly. Kelsey has always been a go-getter who truly earned every milestone. Whether it was her first job, her first car, buying her house, or building her family, she always had a vision. If she had a goal in mind, she was always willing to pour her heart and hard work into making it happen. It was just so cool to watch. Kelsey was a friend that everybody wishes that they had. It was the best club to be in, and you never wanted to give it up. She was so thoughtful and was always looking for ways to make her loved ones feel special and appreciated. So for me, that may have looked like a text in the middle of the night during a concert she knew I was missing, saying, "I miss you, I love you." I just threw up. To always giving the most thoughtful gifts, or successfully throwing the best surprise party before I left for school, even though we were both panicking at the thought of being separated for the first time. Kelsey's outgoing nature and general love for people meant she would regularly come back with unlikely friends after her adventures. She often befriending strangers, Santas, or just people trying to do their job. I mean, there's a reason that Kelsey just made more and more friends everywhere she went. She just kept adding to the club because that was the person she was. Unfortunately, that means there's a lot of us who will be feeling her absence. It's hard to put into words how often she showed up for me as a friend, but I could always count on her, and we could pick up exactly where we left off. Kelsey embraced you as you were, could always see the good in people, and was just so good at bringing it up. She would talk so highly of her friends, and would always give me the proudest updates on their new accomplishments and life happens. Kelsey, I'm so proud of the life you built and the love you poured into your beautiful family. I would expect nothing less. The qualities I've always cherished most in her friendship are exactly what made you such a great mother. I am beyond thankful to have known you, loved you, and shared so many special memories together. Thank you for standing by my side and getting me through our very entertaining formative years. You've shaped who I am in the best way possible, and will carry your friendship with me for my days. So here's to you, Kelsey, your friend will never forget.
Thank you, Allie. I'll ask Carly to come up. She's going to share with us as well.
For those who don't know me, my name is Carly, and I'm one of the lucky ones who was able to say that Kelsey was one of my best friends. Looking around this room, I think it says a lot about the person that Kelsey was. She had so many people who loved her deeply, and she held those friendships close, whether they were from high school or different chapters of her life. Kelsey just had a way with people. She was kind, she was outgoing, she was real, and she made friendship feel really easy. She made people feel included, and I know so many of us experienced that from her. When Kelsey's family asked me if I would like to speak, I was honored, but it's also a struggle to find the right words. How do you summarize a friendship that meant so much? And how do you put into words the loss of someone who was such an important part of your life? To me, Kelsey was not only one of my closest friends, but she was my person. She was the person that I could call for anything. The good days, the bad days, and all the ordinary days in between. She was a constant source of laughter, support, and understanding. When I think about Kelsey, the first thing I think is the light that she was. She had the way of lighting up every room that she walked into. She was full of life, energy, and love. Whether you knew her for 5 minutes or 5 years, she had just a way of making you feel welcome. I had the privilege of knowing Kelsey both professionally and personally, and I can honestly say that she was incredible at both. I first met Kelsey working in long-term care. I was a nursing manager, and she was a recreational therapist working as the volunteer coordinator. One day, Kelsey came to my office and she told me that my nephew was there with his school and he was wondering if I was available to see him. And that simple moment broke the ice for us. After that, we started talking more at work and eventually spending time outside of work too. I invited her to camp and we sat in the sauna talking all night long. And Kelsey was an incredibly hard worker, and that was obvious in everything that she accomplished at such a young age. She later became the recreation manager before leaving long-term care, and she was passionate, hardworking, and she was deeply dedicated to the residents that she cared for, and she was always willing to help others. But beyond being an amazing colleague, she became one of my closest friends. Our friendship began in 2020 during one of the hardest times that many healthcare workers will ever face, and we worked through a devastating COVID outbreak together. We spent countless hours side by side facing challenges that felt impossible at times. We lived together through that outbreak, and somewhere in the middle of all of the fear, exhaustion, and uncertainty, we formed a bond unlike anything I've ever experienced. What amazes me is that even though we only became friends in 2020, it feels like I've known her my whole life. Outside of work, we packed a lifetime of memories into just a few short years. We went camping, fishing, bonfires, we went bowling, we played yard games, walked our dogs, went skating, we played way too many drinking games, and shared countless sleepless nights full of laughter and karaoke. Kelsey was always the life of the party, the one who could turn any ordinary moment into something unforgettable. She didn't just show up, she made everything fun. Whether it was a birthday, Valentine's, Cinco de Mayo, or really no reason at all, she always found something to celebrate. One thing that always stood out about her was how naturally children loved her. When I first met my husband, Scott, Kelsey immediately formed a special bond with my stepson, Callum. From the very beginning, he absolutely adored her, and each time he was with us, he would ask when he would be able to see Auntie Kelly again. And that was just who she was. The kids were drawn to her warmth, her fun-loving personality, and the way she made everyone feel so special. She had this incredible ability to make people feel comfortable and loved and included no matter the age. So it came as no surprise that she became such an amazing mother. One thing that brings me comfort is knowing I played a part in introducing her to her partner and the father of her children, Bradley. Watching their love grow and seeing the beautiful life that they built together was so special. Kelsey always told me that she wanted to be a mom, and she was an incredible mom to Aspen. She was so loving, and she was so proud of her. And even though she never got the chance to meet her son, Rich, she loved him just as deeply. And I saw that, and I heard it, and she carried so much love for him already. And I'll never forget how surprised she was when she found out she was having a boy, because she told me over and over again how certain she was that she was having another girl. It breaks my heart that Brett won't get to know his mom, but he will grow up knowing how much she loved him and how much she wanted him, and the love is already there, and it always will be.
One of my greatest gifts was getting to experience motherhood alongside her. We shared milestones, stories, sleepless nights, and all the ups and downs of raising young children. And during that time, we got to watch my son Emerson and ask him to become friends too. Seeing their friendship grow and seeing pieces of us in them was something so special. We talked about their futures and their birthdays, their school years, and all the memories that they would share. The hardest part of standing here today is knowing that there should be so many more of those moments, more memories, more laughter, and more watching our kids grow up together. But even though Kelsey's time here was far too short, the impact that she made was immeasurable. She taught us how to love deeply, how to show up for people, how to find joy in even the hardest moments, and how to laugh loudly and live fully. Kelsey was so deeply loved, she will be so deeply missed, but she will never be forgotten.
I'll ask Amanda, Whitney, and Brittany. I'm not sure if we're all come, but
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda and this is Whitney and Brittany. We are lucky to be some of Kelsey's closest friends. While we could stand up here and share a million memories and stories about Kelsey, we wanted to take this time to talk about who she was and what she meant to us and everyone else that loved her. Kelsey was and always will be an amazing mother, daughter, granddaughter, sister, aunt, cousin, niece, parent, and friend. She touched so many lives, and everyone who knew her was better for having known her. To us, Kelsey was a lifelong best friend. She truly was the life of the party. She had this incredible ability to walk into a room and instantly make it brighter. Her laugh was contagious, her energy was infectious, and she had a way of making everyone feel comfortable and welcome. Kelsey carried herself with a confidence that made you feel like everything was going to be okay. She was the kind of friend you could always count on no matter the time of day. She would be there for whatever you needed her for. If you knew Kelsey, you knew she wasn't afraid to tell you exactly what she thought. Sometimes that honesty came with a little extra bluntness, but that's what we loved most about her. You always knew where you stood with her, and you knew that everything she said came from a place of love.
Over the years, we have had the privilege of watching Kelsey take on many roles, but one of the most special was watching her become a mom. From the very beginning, it was obvious that her children would be her whole world. Everything she did was for her family. We still remember the day she found out she was expecting Aspen and how excited she was to become a mother. She couldn't stop talking about all the things she couldn't wait to do and all the love she already had for her little girl. She was especially excited to welcome Aspen shortly after her sister Madison welcomed Avery into the world. It meant so much to her that their girls would grow up together and share a special bond just as their moms did. That same excitement and happiness continued when she found out she was expecting her son, Rhett. Being a mom brought out the very best in Kelsey, and there was never any doubt about how deeply she loved her children. Kelsey loved the simple things in life. She loved flowers, her animals, camping trips, and just about any adventure that came her way. She loved telling stories about growing up with her twin sister Madison and her brother Matthew. She loved going fishing and hunting with her dad, Johnny Boy, and spending time with family. She also loved convincing her mom, Lori, to make her delicious cupcakes for every occasion, no matter how big or small. It was the simple moments, family traditions, and memories made together that meant the most to her. Despite juggling a full-time job, motherhood, and everything that came with caring for her family, Kelsey always made time for her friends. She loved having us over for girls' nights, whether it was spa nights in the sauna, paint nights, or simply spending time together. She had a way of making everyone feel welcome and at home. And of course, Kelsey was the best bartender, always mixing up special cocktails and frozen drinks with her beloved Ninja slushie machine. She brought so much fun, laughter, and joy to every gathering, and those are memories we will cherish forever.
The impact Kelsey had on all our lives will stay with us forever. Her laughter and kindness, strength, and all that she gave so freely will left a mark that can never be erased. We all wish we had more time with her. No amount of time ever feels like enough when someone needs this much. Sorry.
But we are so grateful for every memory, every laugh, every adventure, and every moment we were lucky enough to share with her. Those memories will stay with us forever, and her love, kindness, and spirit will continue to live in all of us. We'll spend the rest of our lives telling stories about Kelsey, talking about her, laughing about the memories we shared, and making sure she's never forgotten. We love you, Kelsey, and we always will. Thank you for the memories, the laughter, the friendship, the love. You are missed more than words can say, and you'll be remembered forever.
It's like this, just watching Kelsey Imagine in front of me here, the little ones. I'm going to ask Linda to come up. She's going to sing us another song.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain on the way? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you dance in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Are your days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope Hear the angels choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I've bet it's so nice, ever since you arrived, since you arrived.
Thank you, Linda. Again, thank you to everybody who spoke, and for everybody who's here today. As I said, when we started, we're going to hear so many wonderful things about Kelsey and the life that she had. And again, all of us are part of that story, and it's so good to hear all those wonderful, beautiful words. Can't help but just want to give thanks for Kelsey's life. So I'm going to pray. Lord, we thank you for blessing us with Kelsey's life. May we always remember the love and inspiration that she was to each of us in our own special way. And may we also continue to find comfort in moments, memories that we shared with her, as they will bring a smile to our face for sure and warmth to our hearts in the days and years to come. And I pray that you would surround her family and friends with love and comfort in their time of need. Encourage each of us as we go from here to continue supporting Kelsey's family on this hard journey. And again, we thank you for all the love, the life lessons, and the memories that each of us are able and were able to share with Kelsey in this world. Amen. So for the meal that we are about to eat, for those that have made it possible, for those with whom we are about to share it with, Lord, bless it and all that it means, and may that food nourish us, and the sharing of memories around the table bring us into that place where we know that Kelsey enriched our lives. Amen. So I think there might be a few moments in between here. So somebody will direct us on what we're doing next. So again, thank you everybody for coming.